What's up? Welcome to Road Rants. I'm Tony.
I'm Andrew, and we are going to give you guys an awesome video review, spoiler-free, of
Star Wars The Force Awakens.
We just saw it last night.
And it was incredibly awesome.
Oh, man. It was 30 years in the waiting. Well, for me, 21. In the waiting, and it was just, it was fantastic.
It was really good. I mean, I have to say, honestly, from beginning to end, I mean, I'm talking about from when the little Lucasfilms, screenshot pops up to the beginning of the Star Wars logo and the scrolling text to the very end of the film where the credits roll. I loved it. I really cannot criticize anything literally about it. I've read a lot of stuff, a lot of little comments about characters and this and that. There's a little nitpicky stuff. There's some downright out negative people, haters out there that are hating on us, and I just don't agree with that. I just think people are being nitpicky. It was great. It's got 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's on the fresh review. That's the top. Doesn't happen very often at all.
Ever.
So it's a great movie. No spoilers. What part did you like about it best? No spoilers.
No spoilers. I liked the interaction between the old characters and the new characters. I felt like it was very organic.
Oh, very.
I felt like it was not forced, Some people were concerned that if you add the old characters, they would overshadow the new. If you add the new, they would underplay the old. I think it was really done very well. The importance of the old mixing with the new.
Yeah.
I think that was very, very well done. I loved the puppeteering. I know we talked about this earlier. You liked puppeteering over the sci-fi, over the CGI.
Yeah.
But this one was really a great mixture of both. I mean,
amazing.
When you're on Jakku, you get to see all these different creatures and things that was made for this movie, and the puppeteering and the robotics and then CGI added here and there, and it was fantastic. I mean, I loved it. The movie was overall very well done, very well put together.
I agree with that. I mean, I like it. And I like the fighting scenes, the battle scenes are great.
Oh yes.
They are not. It's not just overly done. It's not overboard, but it's also not too little of. It's great. Right. Without giving too much away, even the lightsaber fights, which obviously you can tell there's something from the trailer if you've watched the trailer online. But they are beautiful. They are rough, and I mean rough in a good way. They are raw and very realistic, and I enjoyed that. I love the fact that now we're talking about J.J. Abrams, King of the Lens Flares. I can't recall too many lens flares at all in the movie. I love the new camera angles that are non-traditional for Star Wars movies. Yeah. That some of the characters and the scenes were shot in. At the same time, I love the great sliding screens, the different type of openings and closings of scenes that we are accustomed to with Star Wars movies. Like I said, overall, a really, really good movie.
Yeah, I can agree. I loved how they did some new things, and with like some of the characters, and they added things here or there. I love the relationship we see between Rey and Finn, and also Finn and Poe. Yeah, I think that's very good. A
very good dynamic between, especially between Finn and Rey. It's a really funny dynamic.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the humor. Some people said there was too much humor into it.
No, I loved it. I think that's our culture these days. We like a little humor in our movies, even in our action movies, and I think it was done graciously and generously. I love Harrison's Ford's reactions with Finn in particular, without giving too much stuff away. It was really hilarious and funny. Here we got Harrison Ford. He's old, obviously, and somewhat cantankerous, but he's hilarious. It's like we love seeing him. But anyways,
which is exactly how you would imagine Han Solo if he did get older.
If he got old, that's Han Solo.
It's just great. It was a great film altogether.
The experience was great.
Experience was great
with all the people.
Oh yes,
hand clapping, cheering, shouting.
516 people in this theater where we was at here in Lawton, Oklahoma.
Awesome.
And it was fantastic. Everybody, original cast members showed up. Oh, yeah, everybody's cheering. It was just wonderful. It was a great experience. This was my first time to ever go to a Star Wars movie on premiere night, so I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved it thoroughly. If you had to rate it 1 out of 10, what would you rate it?
Oh my God, I would rate it a 20.2. A 20.2. I mean, I'm serious. I'm trying to be unbiased here. It really, because I can slam episode 1, 2, 3. I can even go through episodes 4, 5, and 6 and say this. I don't really care for that.
Nitpick
be nitpicking. Pull stuff apart, like plot holes and just stuff that doesn't make sense. This J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job of this movie. I think over time it will hold up.
Yes.
It will hold its own, and that's what makes a movie. Just like the old Star Wars, they hold up over time. I think this will be another one that will hold up over time. But just real quick, just something that stood out to me while watching the movie. A lot of senior citizens came out to see it. So people that might have seen the originals, and I'm like, this is so awesome. They're coming out with a younger generation of people, and they're enjoying this movie. Yes. They're coming in with their canes and crutches and things. I'm sorry, that's me. But they're coming in. They're older, but they're enjoying it. They're loving it. I love that. I think that's great.
And they had a costume contest in our theater beforehand, and there was a little boy dressed up as Kylo Ren.
Sympathy vote.
Everybody loved him. He was adorable, and he's probably around 6 or 7. But here's a little kid watching Star Wars: The Force Awakens with his parents, getting to see his Star Wars. This is his Star Wars. Star Wars for him and his age, and then a dad having a Star Wars for him and his age and his mind, getting to watch all over again.
And then, of course, the younger generation can reflect back to the older movies, saying, this is where this all comes from. This is all piecing it. It's something. It's dare I say, it's almost like a family heirloom. It's a treasure. Something a copy of Star Wars can be a family heirloom between with people. But what would you rate it, 1 to 10?
I would probably be up there with you. Obviously a 10. I'd probably go above 10. And this is not a biased opinion. This is not, I'm just so on the hype. I genuinely enjoyed this movie. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go see it again with my father. I'm gonna go see it again with my brother, and I'm gonna go see it again with another friend of mine, because I just loved it that much.
I'm definitely going to see it a couple more times at least.
It was an overall good film. There was humor. It made me laugh. It made me cry.
Yes.
It made me love Star Wars all over again. And I think for fans, that's kind of what they wanted to see, was they wanted to fall in love with Star Wars all over again, which I think this did that for us.
I think so.
There's this intimate connection that everybody has with Star Wars. You can always go back to that first time you ever saw episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and you can remember that one moment. You're like, oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It was an incredible experience. Yeah. Listen, guys, share your thoughts. Also, check out our other video where we are going to go in detail about the movie. Spoilers.
Full.
Spoilers.
Now, please, in these comments, do not spoil the movie. Save that for the other video.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll discuss it over there. This is Think, Discuss, No, but let's not discuss spoilers in this video comments. Those of you who are watching this video are going to not want it to be spoiled, okay?
Yep.
So, hey, you guys have a good rest of the day, and we'll catch you later.
Peace.